Hello YouTube, just wanted to make a quick little video of my favorite IT apps for the Android operating system. Now, these are some apps that I constantly use both at work and at home for mainly IP configurations. This is a Wi-Fi analyzer. That's exactly what the app is called, Wi-Fi analyzer, and it is so super helpful. It shows you the bands on your Wi-Fi and shows you the signal strength. This can be a great tool if you're wandering around trying to find the dead zones in your house. Of course, the higher it goes, the better the signal is. And we have different options on this to see different kinds of charts. Now, one thing that I should tell you before I get into the charts is that you want your Wi-Fi to be perfectly arced and away from each other. You don't want anything arcing into anything else. If you have something arcing out of one area and into another, that's not good at all. So right here we're okay. But sometimes if you have Wi-Fi problems, it's because yeah, you get issues with your signals canceling out or running into other signals. So let's see the other options we got. Time graph option will show you how well the signal's been holding in there. Now, if you're using this to test data in a big enterprise kind of situation, you might want to have two units standing by collecting information, because sometimes just the Wi-Fi on one unit, even though it's let's say the first phone is N and your second phone is also N, sometimes the Wi-Fi just doesn't do too good on some systems. Maybe your Wi-Fi card and your phone is out. So that's one thing you have to question before you take this app too seriously. But definitely super useful. I use this sucker all the time. Oh yeah, shows you the access point names, the signal meter, channel rating. This signal meter is really cool if you're trying to trace down the source of a Wi-Fi access point. So every now and then at work, we get the problems where people are connecting their laptops into the hardwire Cat5 and then using the Wi-Fi on that laptop to send out a Wi-Fi signal to their cell phones. With this, I can and I do track down those systems and figure out who's giving off Wi-Fi that shouldn't be. Right now I'm going after my own. I've been known to walk through the plant with this one to track down the signals, so it'll give you an idea, it'll give you a great idea, but an excellent tool, very excellent tool to use in IT. Second app I want to show you is Wi-Fi FOFUM. This has been used widely for war driving since I can remember, and it doesn't do that. It'll give you a great idea of where open Wi-Fi spots are wherever you are. It'll show you the local Wi-Fi. It'll show you what it can reach out and see. With this app, you will be able to see things that aren't broadcasting. Well, you know, they're broadcasting, they're just not broadcasting their SSID. And I have got on so much free internet because people weren't broadcasting our SSID, but they had their Wi-Fi on with no password, just not broadcasting SSID, and they got on that way. So the radar, of course, will tell you exactly where all these access points are. And yeah, and you can log it in, but definitely Wi-Fi FOFUM. Definitely a good one to check out. Great for working with Wi-Fi. Great for war driving, if anyone still does that in 2015. Last but certainly never least is Fing. Very simple, very easy to use tool that will scan your Wi-Fi range to see everything that's connected to it. I'll show you everything that's connected to your Wi-Fi, or at least that Wi-Fi access point. Now bear in mind, this is only going to scan anything. Come on, autofocus. This is only going to scan anything on your IP range. It will only scan anything, in this case, in the 192.168.0.1 range. So if you're on one router, let's say you have two Wi-Fi access points hooked up to one router. If you are hooked up to Wi-Fi access point 1, that's probably on one IP range. Depending on how you set it, it's probably only on one IP range, 192.168.0.1. And let's say the other one is 192.168.1. whatever. You will only be able to scan the Wi-Fi range you're on. I can only scan 192.168.0.x. So keep that in mind. But yeah, those are 3 excellent apps that you can use in IT. I recommend you take a look at them: Wi-Fi Analyzer, Wi-Fi FOFUM, and Fing. Have a good one, YouTube.